What a night at Yankee Stadium. Tuesday's game between the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Guardians had everything a fan could hope for. Intensity, history, and another dazzling performance by Carlos Rodon. This wasn't just another regular season showdown. This was a clash layered with postseason echoes. A rematch that brought back memories of last year's ALCS, where the Yankees had put the Guardians away in just 5 games. And once again, New York came out on top, grinding out a hard-fought 3-2 win that kept the Bronx faithful on the edge of their seats. Carlos Rodon took the mound with a fire in his eyes and something to prove. And he delivered. 7 innings of pure dominance. Just 1 run allowed, 5 hits scattered, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Those numbers say a lot, but they still don't quite capture just how in command Rodon looked from the very first pitch. Every time Cleveland threatened, he responded with power and precision. His fastball had bite, his slider was untouchable, and most importantly, he looked like the ace the Yankees have been desperately needing with big names like Gerrit Cole and Luis Gil sidelined. This performance wasn't just great, it was historic. According to stats pulled from inside the Yankees' vault, Rodon became the first pitcher in the team's storied history to strike out at least 70 batters while allowing 9 or fewer runs over any 9-game stretch in a single season. Think about that. The Yankees have had legends toe the rubber, guys who are now enshrined in Cooperstown, and none of them ever did what Rodon just pulled off. That tells you everything about the kind of run he's on right now, and this isn't some rookie flashing brilliance for a few games before crashing back to earth. Rodon's been around, an 11-year veteran with stints in Chicago and San Francisco before landing in the Bronx. He knows what it takes to last at this level. His career numbers speak for themselves, over 80 wins and a sub-4 ERA. But it's this recent stretch that's putting him in a different conversation altogether. He's not just filling the gap left by injured starters. He's setting the tone, becoming the anchor of a rotation that has had its share of challenges this year. While the pitching stole the spotlight, the Yankees' offense did just enough to seal the deal. It wasn't an explosion at the plate, but it was timely. Jazz Chisholm returned from the injured list and wasted no time making his presence felt. He went 2 for 3 and crushed a home run that electrified the stadium. That swing didn't just put a run on the board. It sent a message, he's back, and he's dangerous. Anthony VOLPE also joined the home run party with a solo shot that proved crucial in such a tightly contested game. With only 5 hits total, every one of them had to count, and they did. This win was more than just another tick in the standings. It pushed New York to 37 victories on the season with 22 losses. That keeps them right at the top of the American League East, setting the pace in a division that never offers much breathing room. Meanwhile, Cleveland dropped to 32-27, staying competitive in their own race, but clearly feeling the sting of letting this one slip away. Every game counts, but ones like this against a rival with postseason history just hit different. Rodon's emergence as the Yankees' current ace couldn't be more timely. With Gerrit Cole undergoing Tommy John surgery and officially out for the entire year, and Luis Gil also shelved, the pressure was on. But instead of cracking, Rodon is rising. Every 5 days, he's giving his team a real shot at winning. That kind of stability is priceless. And it gives the rest of the rotation and the bullpen a chance to breathe, to find their rhythm without carrying the full weight. And it's not just about what he does statistically. Rodon brings energy, fire. You can see it in the way he walks off the mound, in how he battles through each inning. That attitude rubs off. The younger pitchers see it, the fans feel it, and it fuels a team that's hungry to make another deep run when October comes around. The Guardians didn't make it easy. They scratched and clawed for every opportunity. But Rodon's command and the Yankees' timely hitting made the difference. It's that combination, dominant pitching, clutch offense, that has defined this team when they're at their best. And when everything clicks, they look like a squad built not just to contend, but to conquer. With this win, the Yankees also reminded the league that last year's ALCS wasn't a fluke. They've still got Cleveland's number, but more importantly, they've got momentum. And in baseball, momentum can be everything. It turns good teams into great ones. It gives struggling players a reason to believe. It keeps fans dreaming of what's possible. Tomorrow, these two teams will go at it again under the lights. with the first pitch set for 7:05 Eastern. And if tonight's battle was any indication, we're in for another thriller. The Yankees will look to build on this statement win, while the Guardians will try to even the score. There's a lot of baseball left to be played, but nights like this, when a pitcher etches his name into the history books and a team shows its grit, those are the moments that define a season. And right now, the Yankees look like they're just getting started. But let's dive a little deeper into why this game felt so significant. Not just for the standings, but for the overall vibe around this Yankees team. There's a certain energy that's building in the Bronx, and it's not just coming from the usual hype. It's coming from performances that back it up, from players stepping into bigger roles, from the kind of grinded out victories that shape a team's identity. This wasn't a blowout. It wasn't flashy, but it was the kind of win that shows maturity, patience, and belief in the process. Carlos Rodon's impact goes far beyond the box score. What we're seeing right now is a pitcher who's found his rhythm, his confidence, and his place in this clubhouse. After years of ups and downs with injuries and inconsistency, he's finally looking like the dominant left-hander scouts dreamed of when he first came into the league. His delivery looks smoother, his location more precise, and his mindset locked in. Every time he takes the mound now, there's a sense of calm, like the Yankees know they're in good hands, no matter who the opponent is. Think about the mental toughness it takes to lead a rotation in New York. This is not just any market. The pressure is different here. The expectations are heavier. The spotlight never turns off. And yet Rodon has embraced that pressure, turning it into fuel. He's going out there and setting the tone for the entire series, game after game. And that's exactly what this team needed, especially with Cole gone. Instead of spiraling from those injuries, the Yankees have responded with grit. They've adapted. They've found ways to stay competitive and push forward. One thing that's become really clear over this stretch is how much the pitching staff trusts Rodon. You can see it in the dugout, in the way they rally around him, in how the defense stays locked in behind him. That kind of chemistry matters. It keeps everyone engaged, sharp, and ready to grind through tough innings. When the ace leads with energy and intensity, the rest of the team follows suit. And that's exactly what's happening here. Offensively, there's still work to be done, no question. 5 hits on the night isn't a number to brag about, but what matters is the quality of those hits. Chisholm's homer was a no-doubter, and his return is a huge boost, not just because of the numbers he can put up, but because of his attitude. He brings swagger, excitement, and a fearless approach at the plate. You need guys like that over a 162-game season. Players who don't shy away from the moment, who swing with purpose, who give the lineup that extra punch. Anthony. VOLPE's home run was just as important, especially coming in a game where every run was critical. He's another young piece who's starting to show flashes of becoming a consistent contributor. These are the moments where confidence grows. When a player sees the ball leave the yard in a tight game and knows he helped make the difference. That confidence spreads, especially among younger guys trying to prove they belong at this level. The Yankees' offense may not be putting up 10 runs a night, but they're finding ways to score just enough, which is often all it takes when the pitching is this strong. It's about executing in key moments, getting that sac fly, working the count, laying off a borderline pitch to draw a walk. Those little things are starting to add up. And that's a good sign, because when the bats inevitably get hot, and they will, this team will be even more dangerous. Defensively, the Yankees played a clean game, no errors, smart decisions, and solid glove work all around. That kind of defensive consistency is easy to overlook, but it's a major reason they've been winning close games. When you're in a one-run contest, the difference between a clean double play and a booted grounder is everything. These guys are locked in. And that discipline is what separates good teams from the ones that crumble under pressure. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. A surprising storm seems to be brewing within the New York Yankees organization as rumors circulate about an intense altercation between two promising young talents, Anthony VOLPE and Ben Rice. Sources close to the team suggest that tensions between the shortstop and the pitching prospect escalated to a physical confrontation, leading the Yankees management to take the rare and drastic step of removing both players from the active roster. While the details remain murky, the incident has sparked considerable speculation about the internal dynamics and possible consequences for the team moving forward. Anthony VOLPE, known for his dynamic play at shortstop and a bright future in the Yankees lineup, has been a player the franchise is heavily invested in. Meanwhile, Ben Rice, a rising pitching prospect, has been gaining attention for his powerful arm and potential impact on the mound. Both players are viewed as key components in the Yankees' rebuilding efforts and their path to returning to championship contention. The sudden news of a clash between these two emerging stars raises questions about team chemistry and leadership within the clubhouse. The Yankees, typically a well-oiled machine with strict discipline and a culture of professionalism, seem to be facing an unexpected disruption. The decision to sideline both players suggests the front office is taking the situation seriously, possibly to maintain harmony and send a message that such behavior won't be tolerated, regardless of a player's status or potential. This move could be a double-edged sword. While it might reinforce discipline, it could also impact the team's depth and performance, especially if Volpe and Rice are sidelined for an extended period. Fans and analysts alike are now left to speculate on what might have triggered such a confrontation. Was it a disagreement over playing time, personal issues, or a clash of egos? The silence from the team's official channels only adds to the intrigue, fueling a wave of rumors and intense discussion across social media platforms and sports forums. Some insiders hint that the altercation was more than just a momentary lapse in judgment, potentially reflecting deeper tensions within the squad. If the Yankees manage to navigate through this turmoil without lasting damage to their season, it could serve as a testament to the resilience and leadership within the club. However, if the fallout persists, it might complicate the team's strategy and cast a shadow over the development of two of its brightest young talents. The coming days will be crucial as the organization weighs its options and works to restore order behind the scenes. For now, the Yankees fans can only watch closely and hope that this rumble will turn into a lesson learned rather than a fracture that hampers the team's ambitions. The clash between Anthony Volpe and Ben Rice may just be the beginning of a complicated chapter in the storied franchise's quest for glory. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.